So seriously, it's never a dull moment with these cows. I think they're always getting into something or getting into some kind of trouble. Chris just came up and said, is it just me or is the hay feeder gone? They've somehow popped it off of the hay bale and rolled it down the hill. Welcome back to the Happy Burrow Homestead. It has been a while since we've posted a video. So we're excited to take you along with us this morning as we do some of our chores. We are really actually loving the slowdown of the winter. It has been a wild couple of years, so we're actually going to do an update video just sharing with you a lot of the things that have happened over the last couple of years and catching you up to where we are now. But we're just going to take you along as we feed some of our animals this morning and check in with them. Our kids have already done a lot of their chores already, so we're coming out to break up waters and get everybody else fed. So we're just going to load on up everything we need and head on out and take care of a few things this morning before we head in for breakfast. So we're downstairs in the barn now, and we're just kind of getting ready to feed everybody. We've got Klaus here is one of our reindeers. He's lost one of his antlers already. Odin's already lost both of his, and he's growing some new ones. And Orion is one of our newer reindeer. He came to us a year ago, and he's still rocking his hard antlers. He's got quite a nice little rack going on over there. So we're going to get them fed. They eat a pellet feed, and they have a hay ration that we feed them every day. So we're going to get them all fed. Oh gosh, hello. It's like... Our alpacas are newer additions. We have Whitney and Maria and Leonard, who's our little baby here. So they're in the barn right now just because Leonard is so young. So we've brought them in to keep them out of the cold for a little bit. I also have to mix them some feed for our Jersey heifer calf. She is only about 6 months old, and we have her separated right now with another one of our red polls that we might use for dairy at some point, and she's also really young. Her name is Oakley. We actually separate Beatrice out, and it's good because it helps us to get her practice walking. So we walk her twice a day out to eat, because she eats a little bit different than the rest of our cattle, because she's going to be a dairy cow for us when she's old enough. So it's been really, actually, this has been one of my most favorite chores, is to walk with Beatrice, especially in the snow. I've really come to appreciate winter so much since being here now for about 4 years. I found that I really appreciate the seasons in general, but winter is just one that I love so much because it gets quiet and it slows down. We still have a lot of ice to break up and things to do, checking eggs regularly and things like that. We find that we're outside a lot, but I just love the slowdown of the winter. So I'm going to mix up her feed, and we're going to go pull her out so that she can eat separate from Oakley, and you'll get to see them too. Our chickens have found a spot in the barn to lay, so we have extra places that we need to check because they're not all laying in their nesting boxes. You know she's got something under there. She's gonna peck me. Hey, Pecky. Hey, what you got? I see at least one under there. All right, we'll come back and get it. So this is the part that I actually really love, is working with, especially with Beatrice here. She's really special, and I find that this routine with her is really enjoyable, especially in the quiet, like sometimes in the mornings, just coming out with her. And we're not even milking yet, so I'm so excited to see what that looks like with her in the next couple years. I just like walking with her and being with her. She's kind of seems to already know our rhythm, and that's been really special. Slow, 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 slow. Good. Nope. Slow, slow, slow. Thank you. Oh, whoa. So like a puppy, we also make her wait a second before she gets to her food, because she does get really excited, and we want her to be patient. We don't want her to hurt us or to hurt herself. One of our biggest challenges with the winter, I would say, though, is the ice for the larger animals. Some of our cattle have an automatic feeder that has a heating element, so that's a little bit easier. But since we've separated some of the cows out and the deer don't have an automatic feeder either, and they tend to play with anything with the cord with their antlers. So that has been kind of a challenge for us in keeping our hands dry and keeping the water so it's still flowing. So that's something we're kind of experimenting with this winter to see if we can come up with a better system, because we are out breaking waters regularly, and the colder it gets, the thicker the ice gets, so it's getting harder and harder to do. So if you have suggestions, we would love to hear them, but that's something we're going to be experimenting with this winter. He's a good boy. Aren't ya? So we have had our Christmas season. Our Christmas season is now over. So we are just loving watching these guys enjoy the snow and the cold weather. And Odin, his antlers are really already pretty impressive. So they're going to be pretty amazing once they're all done growing. But we have a while for that. Hey, sweet thing. So just an interesting fact, when we have snow on the ground, the reindeer would rather eat the snow than drink water. And that's really normal, and that's what they prefer. So they're kind of easy with this whole water situation if we have snow on the ground. But unfortunately, that's not always the case, and it's just cold. So we have ice. Hi, Orion. And these two little guys were born here in September. Two of our girls back here coming up. Mom is actually in the back. Daisy in the back there, and then Ginger. So we'll breed both of them in the spring. Oh, actually, next month we'll be trying to put them with Mr. Waddles here in just a month or so. Hello, Ginger. So we're just making sure that this is all charged up, because this guy doesn't have another fence. He doesn't live in one of the pastures. He's just in our backyard. He's our boar, Mr. Waddles, and he's only going to be here about another month or so, and then he's going to go be with the girls, and hopefully we'll have spring babies for the pigs. Look at that big butt. He's just snoring away in there. He's nice and cozy, staying out of the cold. All right, so we have to go grain the cows, and our grain for them is mostly just their minerals, but Chris just came up and said, is it just me or is the hay feeder gone? And I looked at it and thought, no, it's still there. And then we looked over and it is rolling down the hill. They've somehow popped it off of the hay bale and rolled it down the hill. So we need to go get it and roll it back up and put it back on there so they don't make their hay just a big pile of bedding. So we're going to feed them and go take care of that now. Okay, so we're all the way out here in the back of the pasture, and they, I don't know if you can see it, they have rolled the hay bale feeder all the way down here, so we need to roll it back up this hill to get around the hay. So we're going to go ahead and take care of that now. fix this. Cows are gross and they're a pain in the butt. We love them, but they cause a lot of problems. Pretty much every day we're coming out wondering what they've destroyed or gotten into. Naughty cows. So, all right, now we just have a couple more things and then we can get back in the house and finally get our breakfast. Ready? Off we go. So seriously, it's never a dull moment with these cows. I think they're always getting into something or getting into some kind of trouble. No kidding. With the hay feeder, they have flipped it over how many times now? These round bale feeders, I think with the horned cattle, are a little bit tricky. They, I think, hook into it, and when they try to pull their head out, they stand it up and roll it down the hill. Normally we see them just flip it off and they make a big mess, but today they've managed to roll it straight down the hill. Well, I hope you enjoyed our little chore session today. It's been nice to get back onto YouTube. We're going to be shooting quite a few more videos for you here soon. We're going to start with a tour next, just to show you kind of what we've been up to the last few years. And there's been a lot of changes. We've had a lot of good and bad things happen over the last couple years. But we're really excited to kind of update you on everything and show you kind of where we've been and where we're heading. We still have a lot of things, a lot of decisions to make, and a lot of things that we're not sure about. Well, thanks again for coming back and joining us here at our little homestead. And we've so enjoyed being on YouTube, so we're excited to kind of jump back in and be back with you guys. So look for more videos from us here soon. This is the first of hopefully many, and we'll catch you on the next one. And please remember to like and subscribe if you want to stay up to date, and make sure you catch those videos as they come out. All right, we'll see you soon.